What's up, guys? Welcome back to the review space, and today we review Super Mario World Super Mario Advance 2 for the Game Boy Advance. Let's begin. Alright, it's me, Mario. Yes, Super Mario World. Oh snap, what a throwback game. This is a classic. Now, originally, this game came out as Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo, which was a console, a video game system from the early 90s from Nintendo. And the Super Nintendo was the successor to the original Nintendo. It was actually 16-bit, so better graphics, more colors, etc. Alright, so what do we have here? This is the actual box that it came with, you know what I'm saying? I love the boxes. I love these cartridge boxes because they're very, I mean, you know, it has that, they're all very charming. They're very collectible, very colorful, cartoony. Starting with the Nintendo, and then Super Nintendo, and 64 even. Even with the, and I think that the Game Boy Advance was the final. I think the Nintendo DS had boxes too, but the GBA had some really cool, you know, cartoony looking boxes too. Very colorful and yeah, very collectible looking. Alright, Super Mario World Advance Nintendo of America. Alright, and it's actually made in Japan. Oh, look at Mario parachuting with his cape. As you can see here, Mario's just chilling on the back of Yoshi. This is the full version of Super Mario World, and it also has a classic Mario Brothers arcade game from the 80s. And you can even link it up. It says right there, 1 game pack, 4 players. Basically what that means is that you only need just 1 copy of this game, but you can play multiplayer. 4 people with 4 Game Boy Advance and just 1 copy and a link. Alright, on the back says, one of Mario's greatest adventures is in your hands. Bowser and his crew of cruel Koopalings have taken over Dinosaur Island, but luckily Mario and Luigi are up for some Koopa kicking. As they ride Yoshi, search for P-switches, find secret paths, blast fireballs, and soar skyward with a cape, they'll need to use every trick in the Plumber Handbook. Dino Rhinos, charging Chucks, and a host of unforgettable enemies await in one of Mario Brothers' biggest and most challenging adventures ever. It is the player's choice, so it's kind of like player's choice is like the greatest hits equivalent, or, you know what I'm saying, platinum hit or whatever, you know. So basically it's a reissue of sorts, and you just open up the flap. I love the way it's packaged too. It's just a lot of cardboard inside, and there you have it. Bam! So we got the cartridge and on this piece of cardboard here, and there's a lot of paper inside actually. Alright, that's it. And you have a Game Boy precautions booklet. Alright, health and safety precautions booklet. The instructions manual. Alright, and you have this little poster that actually has... What does this have? Check out the poster. Oh, welcome to Dinosaur Land. It's a map! I see. Ah, there it is. And it's got the little, it's a little map, little cartoonish map of the different worlds that you travel throughout Dinosaur Land, and so on and so forth. And there's some villains at the opposite page. Denizens of Dinosaur Land. You got Bowser, of course, in the middle. King Koopa. Rexes, jumping piranha plants, Thwomps, Koopalings. The Koopalings are basically bosses for each world. So I'm sure they're basically related to... They're probably related to Bowser. I mean, you got Larry, Morton, Wendy-O, Ludwig, Roy, Lemmy, Iggy, the Bob-Ombs, Magic Koopas, Rip Van Fish, Dolphins, Urchins, Boo Buddies, of course, the Super Koopas, Monty Moles, Koopa Troopers, Goombas and Wigglers, Sumo Brothers, Chargin' Chucks, classic, very classic, colorful list of characters. And the instruction manual, I love how it's so colorful. Don't worry, we'll be playing the game a little bit later, so I'll show you some gameplay footage. We'll review the game itself a little bit. Alright, this is the content. This is basically just showing you how to link up. And then there's a story mode as well. A little backstory. Mario, Luigi, and Princess Peach have traveled to Yoshi's Island in Dinosaur Land for a well-deserved vacation. Shortly after arriving, however, Princess Toadstool disappears. Mario and Luigi search desperately for her, but to no avail. Oh, okay, so basically the story, I remember now, is that Princess Peach was, she was kidnapped again, of course, by Bowser. Let's see, the controls, there's the original Game Boy Purple. Select the game, select the file, some game rule stuff here, just showing you the meanings of each icon here. Yeah, just more information on the different power-ups, different blocks, icons. Talk about lives. That's just a basic, really basic instruction manual here. Oh, how cute, little Yoshis. That's right, this game you have different Yoshis. Different colored ones, red Yoshi, blue Yoshi, yellow Yoshi. Yes, and each of them have different powers, different specialties. Although one of them is probably the best one. I think it's probably the blue one. The blue one can, I think they can fly. That's why they're so good. They're probably the best because they can literally fly. Mario Brothers. And yes, that's pretty much it for the manuals. Oh, and then the instruction manuals for the Mario Brothers game. Alright, so what are we waiting for? Let's pop it in and let's play this game pack. And all of these GBA games, they come inside little plastic casing. It's very low tech. You know, I kind of miss the actual cartridge plastic cases, the hard ones that originally came with the original Game Boy cartridges. Alright, so we're gonna pop it into this GBA SPE. Let's do this. Okay. So, y'all ready for this? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. Let me turn the lights down. Oh yeah. Woo! Sorry about the volume, but that's the loudest it can go. You'll barely be able to hear it. So, all right. So there's the little story mode. All right. All right. We got Princess Peach going up to Luigi. Oh, sorry about that. I had to turn on the adjust the brightness there. Oh my gosh! And here comes Mario. Using the cape, showing off. What is he doing? What a nerd. Oh snap, look at him fly! They're gliding over the over the stage. I don't remember this in the original Super Mario World for the, you know, Super NES, so is it me or this intro is a little bit longer? Oh, come on. How many times is Princess Peach gonna get kidnapped by Bowser? I mean, seriously. How dumb do they think we are? I mean, it's... I mean, are you telling me that that's the only story, that's the only plot device they can use? Princess gets kidnapped, you gotta rescue her. 1983 to 2002. That 1983 would indicate the original Mario Brothers arcade game. 2002 is when this port came out for the GBA, so basically a nearly flawless port of the original Super Nintendo game. Very colorful, very vibrant colors, and it just stands out really well. Alright, and you can see in the first file I already beat it. I got up to 83, finished 83 levels. I'm going to erase a file. I'm going to erase file C because we're going to restart it. Alright. And we're going to start fresh and new. Let's do it. Alright. Welcome to Dinosaur Land. It seems that Princess Toadstool is missing, and that means Bowser must be up to his old tricks again. Oh, let me guess. He's been picking his nose. Oh, no, wait. He's been trampling on the roses in the gardens? No. He kidnapped Peach, of course. Ah. Oh snap! Now I can move around. Ah! I'm at Yoshi's house. What is? Oh snap! Ladies and gentlemen, this is Yoshi's house. Basically, just a couple of trees, a fireplace, and a freaking mailbox. Hello, sorry I'm not home, but I've gone to rescue my friends who were captured by Bowser. Yoshi! Ah, isn't that cool? I love how like Mario, Yoshi wasn't in the previous Mario games for the Nintendo, so he wasn't in Mario Brothers 1, Mario Brothers 2, Mario Brothers 3, and he just magically appears out of nowhere in Mario Brothers in Super Mario World. Alright, let's start off with stage 1. Oh boy, here we go. And it's kind of awkward though because you have to use the shoulder button, the right shoulder button, in order to do the corkscrew jump. So this is a normal jump here, you just press A. This is your corkscrew, and that can actually destroy enemies. But, oh, that is one huge enemy right there, that giant bazooka. Or torpedo guy. Forgot his name. Every character in this game has every bad guy has a name in this game. No! Take that! You just got served, dude. Does anybody actually collect those Yoshi coins? I mean, to me it's just accident, really. If you happen to collect them all, you have to collect 5 in each stage, and if you get 5, it's like, okay, you get an extra life, but... Oh. Aw, snap. See, what was the point of that? There was no need for that. Tourist tips. You can hold an extra item in the box at the top of the screen. To use that item, press select. Alright, so if you want to use that item over there, and that one over there is a mushroom, you can press select, and it drops down, and then you pick it up back, you can pick it up again. You should only do that, though, if you don't have any other power-ups. Really, it's not wise to beat a stage with just regular Mario. So I'll show you regular Mario. If you get hit, like this, BAM! And see that? He turns small. And then you get that, the mushroom, or whatever item is in the top box, automatically falls down. Alright. Let me just try and get through this stage right here. And this stage is really easy. This is one of the earliest stages in the game. Oh, snap. Oh, I missed that thing. That was probably a 1-up. Alright, here we go. Here we go. This game is basic platforming here, but you gotta be pretty good, and you gotta kind of have a lot of experience. It's kind of a shame that platforming games have died in general. I mean, they're just not nearly as popular as they used to be. They're pretty much gone, with the exception of games like Little Big Planet and stuff like that, but this game's still pretty sweet, man. I love this. This is one of my favorite games of all time, you know. It's just awesome to be able to play this. I mean, I've had this for the Super Nintendo. I've played this on emulator, you know. I mean, it's a classic. But this is really the best way to play it is by using game controls like this. Alright, and this is basically one of those, like, kind of, it's not really a bonus stage, but it is a, whatchamacallit, it's kind of like a, you have to basically, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, it's not even a puzzle. It's a Switch game. It's just a little stage that you complete in order to have blocks. Because there's some some blocks have to be filled. Oh, continue, save and quit. Just continue. I don't want to save it. Actually, I believe if you press select, you can actually look throughout the rest of the world. Oh, what is this? Alright, so now we go to stage 2. I always play this, as a kid, I always play the stage first. Oh, snap. I just made a mistake. I was supposed to hit all those guys with a freaking shell. That's how you get a 1-up. If you kill like 10 enemies in a row, you basically get a 1-up. Oh snap, it's Yoshi! Hooray, thank you so much for rescuing me. My name is Yoshi. When I went to rescue my friends, Bowser trapped me in that egg. Wait a minute, that's how far he got? One stage. He got one stage. He walked to the right, and all of a sudden, he got trapped by Bowser. Oh, so much for that. Kind of proves how useful this dude is. And look at him, he runs away! Get back here. Get back here, you nerd! Oh, come on! That is corny. I mean, this stage, you basically just run through it. There's just no way you can lose the stage. I mean, it's incredibly easy. It's like a 20-second stage, and there you go. We're at the end. Boom! I love the music. The sound effects of this game is pretty sweet. It's pretty good, considering it's Game Boy Advance. Like, the speakers aren't nearly as good as a television set, so obviously there are some, like, there's some downgrade in quality when it comes to audio. I think that's the biggest difference. But, I mean, if you had told me as a kid back in 1996, when I was like 9 years old, that I was gonna one day play Super Mario World on a handheld and take it anywhere, I mean, I wouldn't believe you. I mean, I would be like, are you kidding me? You know what I mean? It's just a shocker that I'm able to play this amazing game. I used to play on a television set with a video game system with a controller and everything. I mean, think of it this way. You're playing your PS3, you're playing Uncharted 3, or Killzone 3, or, you know, you're playing your Xbox 360, playing, you know, Gears of War. I mean, would you ever think, as a kid, would you ever go like, wow, one day, 10 years from now, I'm going to be able to play Gears of War or Uncharted 3 on a handheld? No, you don't really think that way. It's almost impossible. It's like, you can't really imagine it, you know? Imagine playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 on a handheld. Granted, I mean, they have stuff now like, you know, they have the PS Vita or whatever it is, that Vita for the PlayStation, and, you know, the Nintendo 3DS. They got all these high-tech, you know, much more advanced handhelds now, but it's still, as a kid, it's like, it was harder to imagine then. In the 90s, handheld gaming was basically just the Game Boy. Everyone had a Game Boy. Even if you didn't own a Game Boy, you knew somebody who had a Game Boy. And it was all this monochromatic, like, black and white, or I should say green and black. One thing that's awesome too about reviewing is that I can see the monitor, the reflection of the monitor there. You gotta understand, I'm recording with a webcam on a laptop, you know, so I can never see what's fully on the screen. So that's why sometimes it's not on camera, like it's not adjusted properly. Alright, so this is probably the first boss. It's a castle stage. In this stage, you can't skip the stage, I think. Like, once you beat a stage, you can press select start at the same time or whatever, and then you can basically skip the stage, but these ones are basically boss stages, so you can't skip it. And it's pretty easy. I mean, all you basically do is climb this what is this? It's like a giant fence, basically. And then what you do is you can basically pound on these openings here, and then you're basically at the opposite side of the fence. But I don't want to do that. Make it a little more complicated. Alright, not really. I love the Koopa Troopas because they're everywhere, and they're basically just as agile as you, if you think about it. I mean, they're climbing the picket fence, the fences. You know, you see that? I almost got squished. You cannot fool me, game. Mario World is like, I know Mario World like the palm of my hand, dude. Oh, snap! He got me. Alright, and that red door indicates a boss fight. There we go. Oh, snap, I'm getting him. Oh. So you gotta jump on him. You gotta jump on him. You gotta knock him off. Oh, snap. Get out of here. No, no. Woo! Got him. And I got the flower. Yeah. Did you see that? Wow. So I got it. There it is. That's the first boss fight, and I owned him. Rescue the egg. Stomp on the switch. Bomb and destroys it. Implosion, baby. Mario and Luigi have defeated the crazed Iggy Koopa in Castle Number 1 and rescued Yoshi's friend, who is still trapped in an egg. Now they travel together to Donut Land. Awesome. Alright, turn the lights back on. Alright. So that's essentially Super Mario World. Very, very brief review. There is a much bigger game ahead, actually. There's a lot more stages to come. And it definitely gets harder, you know what I'm saying? It gets a bit more difficult. The stages, the platforming gets more risky. There's a lot of riskier jumps, and obviously it's a very good game. Excellent game, actually. One of my favorite games of all time. Just happy that I was able to... I think I plonked down... Hold on. I plonked down $30. It was like $29.99 when I got this from Best Buy, way back in like 2007. It's quite pricey then, and it's still worth, you know, it's not bad now, you know what I mean, the market value of this. So that's it for this episode of The Review Space. Thank you all for watching. We got a lot more reviews coming up. Check out the channel, comment, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, ciao!